12 lovely princesses, beautiful princesses.
Dance, 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 princesses, wear out your shoes, princesses. Someday you'll lose your heart.
Someday you'll find romance. But till that day when love comes your way, beautiful princesses, dance, dance, dance.
In a small French village, there once lived a handsome young orphan named Michel. One day he fell asleep in the wood, and in a dream, a beautiful golden lady appeared and said,
"Go to the castle Ballerina, and you shall marry a princess."
That very night, Michel packed his few belongings in a bundle, said goodbye to all his friends, and set out to find the castle Ballerina. He had no trouble reaching it. Everyone in France knew of the castle, and also of the 12 beautiful princesses living there. They told him also of the strange fact that though all 12 were locked in their room every night with 3 bolts on each door, every morning their satin shoes would be completely worn out, and no one knew why. And the Duke of Ballerina grew so concerned, he proclaimed,
"Whoever discovers how my 12 daughters' shoes get so worn out may choose any one of them for a wife."
When Michel reached the castle, he went straight to the garden and asked for work. That night, many young princes came to try their luck. They watched all night beside the princess's door. But next morning, they were gone, and no one knew what had become of them. And to add to the mystery, all the princess's shoes were worn right through the soles. When Michel brought them their morning bouquet, the princesses took them without even looking at him, except for Lena, the youngest. She smiled and said,
"Thank you. What is your name?"
"Michel, my princess. May I be so bold as to ask yours?"
Take your flowers and come along, Lena. Father wants to see us about the worn-out shoes, no doubt.
Michel returned to the gardens.
Lena, what a beautiful princess. Oh, I'm so tired. I'll just lie here under this lilac bush and rest.
Michel fell sound asleep. Again, in his dreams, the golden lady appeared and said,
"When you awake, you will find some laurel seeds, a golden rake, a golden pail, and a silken towel. Plant the seeds, rake them with the golden rake, water them with the pail, and dry them with the towel. When they have grown to the size of a maid of 12, ask them for whatever you wish, and the laurels will give it to you."
When Michel awoke, everything was as the golden lady predicted. Michel said,
"Make me invisible so I can learn how the princesses wear out their shoes."
That night, when the princesses retired to their chambers, Michel followed them. They didn't see him because the laurel had truly made him invisible.
Another night, another pair of shoes.
The eldest clapped her hands 3 times, and a hidden trapdoor opened. Down a secret staircase they all went, with the invisible Michel right behind them. They walked through many passageways through a beautiful wood where all the leaves were spangled with either silver, gold, or diamonds. Finally, they reached a large lake. On its shore, 12 rowboats were waiting. At the oar sat the missing young man. Each princess entered the boat, and they got underway. Michel slipped quietly into the water and clung to Princess Lena's boat. On the opposite shore stood a huge castle. When they landed, the princesses took the young man's hands and all entered the castle. Michel followed. No sooner did they arrive than all began to dance and dance and dance. It was obvious that the princesses loved dancing more than anything in the world. The young man had all been drugged by the princesses into forgetting all but their love for dancing. So they all danced till their shoes were completely worn out. Then the eldest princess spoke up.
Enough! It's late. We must return to the castle.
The next morning, when Michel brought their bouquets, he said,
You must be weary after all that dancing.
Who told you? How did you find out? Will you tell Father?
No, I will not tell your father.
Course he won't. He's smitten by our little Lena. Here, Michel, join us in a glass of lilac wine.
No, don't drink it, Michel. I would rather be just a gardener's wife than see you drugged and without sense.
Michel threw the goblet on the floor and fell at Lena's feet.
My beautiful princess, you do love me.
You know I do. But hurry. Let us tell Father the truth while my sisters are still in a state of confusion.
When the Duke learned how his doctor's shoes had been worn out, he called them to his chambers and said,
You will break the spell you cast on those poor young men. As for you, Lena, you shall not become a gardener's wife. I appoint Michel Prince of Beaulair Castle and command you both to live happily ever after.
12 lovely princesses, beautiful princesses, love to dance. Until one day a prince came their way and taught them to love romance.